Hey everybody, Jason here. In this video, we're going to make the Snake Knot Paracord Bracelet with a buckle. It's an easy weaving pattern, and I'll try to make the video as short as possible. I'm going to tie this with two colors, but you can tie it with one if you'd like. For my bracelet, I'm using two strands, both 5 feet long, and I'll be using a 1/2 inch buckle. I've already cut and melted together my two lengths of paracord. Now, I'm going to pass the middle of my cord through the top of my buckle, and then pull it over the buckle to tie a lark's head knot. From there, I pass the two ends through the top of the other side of the buckle and then attach it to my jig. I'm using a jig for this bracelet because it makes it a bit easier to weave, and it also helps keep my hands out of the shot, but if you don't have a jig, I'm sure you'll manage just fine. Now that everything's set up in the jig, I'm going to tie a knot to one end to help hold the weaves in place. To do this, just cross your two working ends over the core strands as shown here. I've got my right strand over my left strand. From there, I'm going to pass the left silver strand through both loops at the buckle, and then I pass the right multicolored strand through the loops in the other direction. From there, I cinch up both strands and tidy up the knot. I also take a little bit of time to adjust the tension of the core strands, so I have roughly the same tension in both core strands. Now that everything's tidy and secure, I can begin the weaving pattern. First, I pass the left silver strand between the core strands, and then I do the same with the right strand. It's important that we remember and continue the pattern the same way down the length of the bracelet, so I'll always weave the left strand first. From here, I'm going to twist the two strands back to the original side, as shown here. And then continue the weave by passing the left silver strand between the core strands, and then the right strand between the core strands. And again, I then twist the two strands back to their original side. From here, all I need to do is continue the weaving pattern and cinch up between each of the weaves. Continue to work your way to the other end. If you're new to paracord crafts and decorative knots, then I highly recommend my video, 10 Paracord Knots Everyone Should Know. That video provides details on how to tie the 10 most common and useful decorative knots. I'll provide a link in the description and also at the end of this video. For now, let's move to the end of this paracord bracelet and I'll show you how to finish it off. When you reach the end of the bracelet, cinch up the previous weaves a little to provide a bit of room for your last couple passes, and then remove the bracelet from the jig if you're using one. With the bracelet out of the jig, I'm able to cinch up and make one additional pass of the snake knot weave. And then I readjust the tension in the last few weaves so they're consistently tight. From there, I turn the bracelet over and loosen the last wrap of the multicolored strand, just a little. Then I pass both of my working ends through the loop under the multicolored strand. And then cinch it up, again nice and tight. trim the ends, I'm going to use my scissors and cut the paracord a few millimeters away from the back of the bracelet. I want to ensure that there's enough cordage to melt easily without risking burning the back of the bracelet. I use my lighter to melt the ends, and when I have a good melt on the ends, I use my scissors to squish the ends flat against the back, and also together, as shown. And there you have it, the Snake Knot Paracord Bracelet with a buckle. Now, as mentioned, here's a link to my video, 10 paracord knots everyone should know. I hope you check it out, and thanks for watching.